Hi all, it's 27 September 2021 today. I'm going to touch on Chinese equities market daily review. Financial media non-stop coverage of Evergrande has been so irritating. What about debt ceiling discussion in US? Before I start, appreciate a like if you like the video and do subscribe to the YouTube channel that I have here. So what happened to Hansing Tech? Hansing Tech today is within the range of 6,078 to 6,236. Wow, at the beginning of the day, Hansen Tech was still showing some strength by going up a bit to 6,200 plus, and it's close to 1% up compared to last Friday close of 6,159. But as the day proceeds, well, it goes lower and lower to a intraday low of 6,078 before closing at 6,100. Remember what I mentioned in all my videos so far on Chinese equities market. The 6,100 point is very critical. It has to really hold this line in order for the reversal to be intact. But so far we see that the reversal from the downtrend is relatively weak, because after hitting 6,960 it go lower to 6,600, breaking 6,300, and now it's stuck at 6,100. Well, TED display a mixed picture in terms of the component stocks, but here in this page, I'm touching on those that actually fell today. Kuaishou TED, a very interesting counter, which I mentioned before when I told my Tiger Brokers followers that Kuaishou TED is presenting an interesting proposition. At that point in time, it was still circulating at around 75 and 77 Hong Kong dollar, but it went out to as high as 102 after that article, but today it came back down to 81.4, down 6.3%. We have to see whether support at 80 Hong Kong dollar can be hold. As for Bilibili, is showing weakness day after day again. So Bilibili being very similar to Kuaishou TED, except that Bilibili is, in terms of market cap, is half or even less than half of Kuaishou TED. For Alibaba, I continue to stay out of Alibaba, and it proved correct. It's down 1.7%. What is so disappointing about Xiaomi is that it's also down today. I believe the near-term concern about chip shortage, whether the EV industry need to be consolidated, and right now they are pouring in huge amount of capital into EV business. Will it cause an erosion of efficiency in capital? People are concerned about that. But today it's close, it went as low as 21 Hong Kong dollar, and because of that, I found a good chance to actually load up a bit more Xiaomi shares to add to my existing position. At the close, Xiaomi was at 21.75 Hong Kong dollar. Well, you will see on this page is the Evergrande stories. Evergrande paying spread to wealthy investors as more interest payment. There's also like Evergrande's trouble show China is just as susceptible to capitalism ill effects. So it's kind of like so many headline stories that Evergrande is potentially causing some concerns, and whether will it cause a financial system destabilizing result. People always inquire on that, and that's what the financial media have been harping on it day in day out, day in day out for the last 1 to 2 weeks. So for Hansing Spot, it opened today, went up to as high as 24,500, only to be whacked down to 24,200 at close. So looking at the risk sentiment instrument, Bitcoin is still trying to hold on to 40 to 44k USD range bar. If this can hold, hopefully the risk sentiment using Hansing Spot will also find a bottom and for it to recover, because readers will followers will remember that I did mention 23,700 had to hold. If not, if you cannot hold, there might be another leak down to 22,500. PBOC pumps liquidity into the financial systems today when the Chinese market short-term rates actually went up. How did the liquidity impact markets today? Well, it did not really make the market recover strongly. In fact, it's a mixed picture. And if there's no liquidity provided in the system, there might be even more concern. So I think what the Chinese authority may consider to do is they may potentially release more positive news or even provide more liquidity into the system to try to stabilize the whole market to avoid unnecessary panic in the whole system. Well, this is the Shanghai Index, Shenzhen Index, and Chinex market. Both of them are down. For instance, Shanghai Index and Shenzhen Index. But the good news is Shenzhen is still above 14,000 support level, and Shanghai dipped below 3,600, but still above 3,500 by close to 2+%. Chinex was even stronger, going up to 3,231, which is 0.7% up. So all in all, Shanghai is just trying to catch up with the Shenzhen index on last Friday. But the whole point, what I'm trying to say is China National Day on 1st October, will there be a market to tank before the National Day of China? I highly doubt so, because 面子 is something that is critical to Chinese people. I'm a Chinese, but I'm a Singaporean Chinese. So I do know and appreciate where they are coming from and what the market potentially may behave. But as you know, nobody can always be right. We just have to stay alert and watch out for the support level. Today I only pick up a little bit of Xiaomi shares when it dipped below 21 Hong Kong dollar. What I'm trying to say is I don't know where's the bottom of Xiaomi, but I do know anything below 21 Hong Kong dollar, close to 20 Hong Kong dollar is actually a good purchase. Thanks for your time in watching this video. As always, this should not be construed as any investment or trading advice. Thank you everyone.